Greetings, Sophisticated Intuition here with your September general messages. This is going to be for the sign of Aries. All right, Spirit, let's just get into it. What is coming towards Aries for the month of September, please? What is coming towards Aries for the month of September? Thank you. Ooh. Okay. Okay. We are in the Virgo season. Yep, so this is going to be some immediate energy for you, Aries. Okay. All right, Spirit, what's coming towards Aries for the month of September? Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. What's coming towards Aries? Okay. Oh, shooky now. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me not jump ahead. So for those of you who are new, I like to get it all out on the table, so I can ensure that I don't get excited and then the energy shift. So bear with me through the shuffle. All right, Spirit, please clarify for the sign of Aries what's coming towards them for the month of September. Thank you. Very good. Okay. 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 Look at it. Okay. All right. Ooh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Very good. There is a rebuilding that is happening, okay? Or a foundation that is being laid here, okay? In the month of September. So, reinforcement and concentration. The stellar energy. You had, it's here on the table, so you can tell me you didn't, but you did. Or you will, okay? But it's in the past position, so likely this has already occurred, is what I'm picking up. Everybody's different, this is a general message, so we're all on different timelines. Don't take it as gospel. If it does not resonate, check your moon sign and ascendant sign for more information, or come back and see me next month, okay? And you can also schedule personal guidance. My information is in the description. But Aries, what I see here is something got disturbed, okay? It could have been simply your spiritual beliefs, your understanding of society, or it could have been your romantic love life. It could have been your career, your business. Something threatened or did fall apart, okay? And your recent past is what I'm picking up. Thank goodness it did. That's the way I feel. Like, oh, thank you. I know it didn't feel good when it happened, okay? When you found out the truth, blew your mind. But what I'm hearing is, if it had not been for the Lord on my side, okay, listen, Aries, because you needed that shakeup, you needed that shift. Otherwise, you would have stayed complacent. You would have stayed in the same situation, and it wasn't for your highest good. It wasn't lending itself to your elevation here. So now, moving forward in the month of September, I do feel like it's a brick by brick situation. So you haven't been fully restored, okay? But the rebuilding now begins. Why? Because you can appreciate the value in whatever the situation is for you, okay? The Tower, all right? It happened or is happening, okay? Stripping you of what you thought to be true, all the way down to the foundation so you can rebuild it. Okay, I feel the energy of rebuild, and I'll explain that as we move through the cards. But it's clarified by the Six of Wands. I mean, you have two major arcana. There's a lot of major arcana coming out for everybody today, but the Six of Wands is clarifying the Tower. Okay, Tower is the major, for those of you who are new to this. And the Six of Wands says, I recognize, I appreciate, okay? And now I get to enjoy the fruits of my labor, sorta. Okay, not quite yet, Aries. You're still working. Why? Because there was cleanup after the disaster. Okay. Then what's not here is that possible hermit type energy that required you to go sit and think about your actions. Okay, or their actions. This could be external as well. Now there's been realization. Now there's been acceptance. Now there is appreciation for everything that you've been through. Now you're ready to rebuild on a solid and firm foundation. Okay. And people see you. You know, the Six of Wands sometimes can be a lot of attention. Okay. People see you. People have seen what you've been through. They see your struggle. They see your strength. Okay. Not for nothing. Sometimes when the world gets rocked, some people have a lesser, you know, for a lack of a better way to express it, a weaker mindset, and they put their hand out, help me, help me, help me, help me. And for some, that's okay. That's what worked for them. But for others, and specifically for Aries, you have enough humility to know when it's time to ask for help, but you demonstrate such strength by picking yourself up and pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. And other people see that, and it's inspiration to them. Okay? King of Pentacles. The bank. That's what I call him. Okay? Clarified by the Five of Pentacles. What am I hearing? Rome has fallen. I may not have that quote correct here, but the best way to, okay, I heard that. All right, Spirit got gospel for me today, okay? We fall down, but we get up. Okay, so that's just a little short. Who is that? Why can't I think of that man's name right now? Anyways, it's a gospel song. We fall down, but we get up. So use it. If it hasn't happened for you yet, Aries, when this energy comes in, just understand that this stumbling block is definitely meant to be a stepping stone. There will be victory. Okay, there will be success, because here is a story with the Tower to the Six of Wands, the King of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles, telling me that there was a fall, okay, from grace, if you will. Okay, this is going to be different for everybody. So it could have been, again, your romantic connection, a loss of a job, something fell apart. Okay. But the good news is that it taught you a lesson. It taught you who's for you, who's against you. Okay. And as you move forward to rebuild, reestablish yourself, and get back on good ground, you're going to recognize and appreciate what you've been through. Now, for some of you, Aries, this was a very humbling situation, because maybe you've been on top for a very long time. Thought you were above it or apart from it. Didn't think it could happen to you. Okay. There's some sirens going off in the background, so I apologize if y'all can hear that in the message. Don't let it be a distraction. But the message that's coming out here is triumph. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. Triumph. So thank you for that, Spirit. Do not feel defeated. Okay. For many of you, Aries, you are already at the position of seeing the rebuild, or you have already started the rebuilding. So you know, okay. But some of you, this comes in the month of September. Everything falls apart. You have a fall from grace. You feel less than the man or woman that you are, because, but what you don't understand is, or maybe you do, This had to happen. This had to happen. There was a glitch in the system, or whatever it was this was. Okay, it was glitching. So you got to shut it down, reboot, and bring it back up. Understood? Okay, now let me move on. The Queen of Pentacles is here. Okay. Now I do feel like this is a divine pair right here. Okay, baby, listen. I do feel like the Queen helps the King to get back up on the throne. Okay, she's speaking love, she's speaking light, she's clarified by the sun. All right, now that's for some of you. Not all of you are in romantic connections. For some of you, you are, this is the growth that happens. Okay, see, okay, thank you for that, Spirit. Like Spirit says, slow down, let me explain. So you was over here, the King of Pentacles. Honey, this is a ruler who makes it happen, who has the bag secured. How on earth did the King spend too much, overdo it, get himself or herself put out? What? It was a blow to the ego. It was. But what happens here is a softer side of things that comes out of it, the outcome. The Queen. Just as wealthy. Okay. Now, I'm speaking, it's Pentacles, so we most certainly can be talking about your actual finances here, Aries. But understand that this is also about your energy. Okay. She is absolutely capable of the same abilities of the King. She just has a softer nature to her. She is progress. She is growth. Okay? So the King may have fallen from grace, but in the transition, in the transformation, in the learning, in the acceptance, in the appreciation of the requirement to shut it down, bring it back up, you now have a better mindset moving forward in regards to your wealth of income, your wealth of energy, your wealth within your connections, whatever that might be. Okay, you have complete clarity. The sun. Okay, and I just feel like if this, because I definitely feel like this is more recent past energy with this feeling of lack. And that this comes in here in the month of September, this Queen to the Sun. But if it has not happened, you just need to know that you come out shining on the other side. Okay. And then for some of you, this is, I want to say quite literal here, where there's a King of Pentacles who just doesn't feel himself. Okay. Now, Pentacles is earth energy, but you're a fire sign, but we're just talking energy here. Okay. Where at some point you were stable, you were on good ground. So if I'm speaking to a masculine Aries, this was you. If I'm speaking to a feminine Aries, then this was your masculine here, who somehow found themselves in some instability, uncertain about themselves. Was a blow to the ego, left them with a lack of confidence here, which is uncharacteristic of the Aries, right? And then a feminine energy here who is very supportive, loving, okay? is pouring into the king or the masculine. Okay, they're pouring light, and this is just the medicine that they need. This is just the medicine that the masculine needs here. It's from this feminine energy. Okay, if you're in a connection, could be your significant other. But if you're single it's just, I can't even, it's too many energies showing up. So it's general message here. Put the shoe on the foot that it fits. But there is a feminine energy that pours light into a masculine that is going to restore or remind them of the strength that they have. Okay? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, moving on. For the sign of Aries, what's coming towards them for the month of September, please? The sign of Aries. Oop, how many we get? I love it. Listen, because that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. Discipline. Discipline yourself to spend increasingly more time in bliss, even if it's only one moment longer than you think you can handle. Discipline puts you in the center of the spiral that twirls and swirls you ever upward from glory to greater glory and beyond. Discipline. I can get it out of my mouth here. Okay. That's that reinforcement and concentration. Okay. We say discipline, and people, this says blissipline, okay, with a B, bliss, okay. But when we think of discipline, oftentimes we think it's got to be so serious. It does not, okay? It does not. It can have joy within it, because you have to think of what is going to be the result of having that discipline, being so focused and centered. Only good can come from that. The knower that knows. And that's what it's going to take to reestablish, You have to do it with a delightful heart. You have to rebuild this house, okay, with joy. The knower that knows. There's a knower within you who always knows what to do, where to go, and with whom to connect. The evidence of being attuned to this voice is that you are flooded with peace, ease, grace, and an electric vitality. Amplify the voice of the knower by acting on its wisdom. Okay, so this is just touching here, Aries, on your inner knowing, your inner voice, your intuition. Okay, in is the key word here, internal. Okay, the knower that knows. Listen to it. Yeah, this is a message of progression here for you. The ebbs and flows, the highs and lows of life. You lost, but then again you win. And that is your message. Love and light.